live. And welcome to Start You Up. We're going to be here for 45 minutes. We're going to re-energize our bodies. We're going to reinvigorate our minds, and we are going to reconnect with our soul. So we're going to put all of our pieces together. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please take a deep breath and exhale. Just breathe into your body. Start feeling it. Start feeling your energy. And take a moment to thank yourself for spending some time so that you can become more flexible, more durable, more resilient, if you will. I think this world right now takes a lot of resiliency. I think that's the word that I came up with last week. We had joy, finding joy, enjoyment, which I did a lot of. I hope you all did too. This week we'll look at resilience. So take that deep breath and just come in. Get all the crazy stuff out of your head. We'll move some energy around in a minute. So just make yourself a nice bubble of space and joy and oxygen, and kind of take a second to just feel your body. You know, every morning when I wake up, before I leap out of bed, I start with my toes, because that's a fun place to do. And I just kind of do a lot of body scan. Kind of just take a few deep breaths and feel like where my spine and my back and my arms, and kind of how everybody is. And it's a really great way. I actually have a little notebook I use. When I notice, like sometimes like my low back might be funky, you know, or perhaps, anyway, our bodies hold all of our emotional trauma in them, and it comes out in a variety of ways. So keeping an eye and being aware of just kind of feeling it is also a great way to be in your body. So we're going to do a little energy zesting. So you're just kind of just feeling into it, and we're going to take the energy, we're going to grab it, and we're going to put it across. So you want it to go across the midsection of your body. So you just want to flink it away and take a nice deep breath and just start feeling your body. It's really easy. A lot of us kind of disassociate with our bodies. You know, we don't look at ourselves in the mirror. And when I say look at yourself in the mirror, I'm not saying check your lipstick. I mean, like, look at yourself in the mirror. Crisscross, across. You want to take it from the IT bands, holding that core tight, and then feeling that energy across. Beautiful. This is called energy zesting. You can pop on the library and just take a look at just an energy zesting session. If you'd like to do that, any time of the day is a great time. A little tapping. Breathe into that. Yes. There's no wrong or right way to tap. There's a million different ways people do it. EFT is probably the largest format, emotional freedom technique. You can find a lot about tapping. I have kind of a simple tapping technique. Right now I'm just using this to open up our energy. I'm not using it for any specific outside of opening that energy up. It's all about energy. Remember, we are all energy. We are all connected, and we are always changing. You know, it's a tough one. Thymus, sternum, whatever, right there. I know when I first started practicing feng shui many, many years ago, it's when I started really doing energy work, and I was so in my intellectual part. I was like, how could that be? How can I grab my arms around that? So it's been an interesting journey for me to play with energy and play with matter, and realize that where the scientific part is bringing out evidence of so many things that I saw before the evidence came through. Now you just want to do that top rib right there. Oh, right here was really good for white blood count, white blood cells. Yeah, good. Immune system, immune boost. Right here. There you go. All right, taking a deep breath. Gonna work on our chakras. Put that crown up. And breathe. So I bought these amazing tulips, and they're just about on their last legs, but they're long stemmed. I know it's a funny time of year for tulips, and I don't know where they're from, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're doing these like dances. They're all, and then their buds are coming up. Anyway, it's absolutely delightful, particularly for, I guess it's February now. Happy February for you. Those of you on the other continent, the other side of the world, you're enjoying surfing. We're not doing that right at the moment. Right between your eyes. And my son called the other day and he said, "Oh my God, Mom, I just got the best surf." And I was like, "Oh, how nice." Right over your heart. And you're getting that oxygen going. Kind of feel your toes and your feet. Be kind to your feet. They do so much for us. And you want to put your thumb in your belly button. Just opening up the energy. Flip it over right there. Now feel that sacral chakra. That's where your power is. That's where it all comes from. You're breathing. All your organs are tucked in and around. Now I want you to take your palms down, rotating around your spine. And kind of feel your upper torso doing its thing without the lower torso. It's a very different experience than if we were, otherwise we would be rotating the whole, right? Or you can just isolate the top and just feel the differences in that. Now we're going to go back to the whole, and I want you to round your hands, palms towards your body, and then I want you to become a little loosey-goosey with the arms, a little more. This is a great energy opener, waker upper, telling your system, even if you've been sitting for a long time and you get up and you just do this part right here, it will so re-engage your energy to be moving about and harmonizing, which makes everybody function so much better. I always said, go ahead, infinity, figure eight. And we're going to add in the hips. You're going to drop and relax. I always said if everyone stretched and took a nice walk every day, the world would be a happier place. Just those two things can make such a difference. Because when you're breathing through and you're lengthening and strengthening your muscles and your blood is flowing, you're actually totally activating and you're able to really enjoy whatever it is you're choosing to do. And just kind of let it open up in the back. We're going to do a little, and we're going to pull up a little bit from down, pull it straight up, and then just take it, pull it up. Got to do one more. Oh, take it. Now I want you to zip up that energy, and then you got to do the shimmy. You got to dance out the door. If you can't jump, you can't jump. Hey, you can still shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That's so important. Dancing out the door. Give yourself a little dose of movement. I came up with this thought, whatever, last week, maybe the week before. Movement of any kind of movement is good for your mind. It's good for your whole body, but good for your mind. So remember that. We're going to take it a little bit with our neck right now. I want you to take a deep breath. And I want to do that little trick with our shoulders, right? Shoulder blades drop and squeeze towards each other. It's the best way to open up your chest, drop your shoulders and take the tension out, right? So you drop them and you squeeze them together. So drop the shoulder blades, squeeze them together. And we're just going to let the neck fall ever so at its own pace, going forward. The majority of humans put all their stress in your neck. It's crazy. Drop easy. Now, just as easy, take it back. But see, be cautious of where you start to sort of pull up your shoulders. Right. Instead, leave it open. And now just drop it to the right, opening up from the shoulder through up to the ear. And now dropping it to the left. Ever so subtle, but it works. Take your hands out, clasp them behind your neck. Take a deep breath, and I want you to drop your head and neck and bring your elbows together. And start thinking about activating that core. Get the breathing. You're also opening up your upper back beside your neck. Feel your feet. Feel that nice strong balance, activating your lower body. So activating those leg muscles, feeling them. Are you breathing? Okay, open it up. And then just push, feel like you're taking this energy, like little energy balls, and you're just pushing it out. Ah, beautiful. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to go ahead and we're going to extend our palms forward. We're going to open the shoulder blades and we're going to pull that cord, belly button towards your spine. Inhale, and I want you to go ahead and take it up, and then I want you to elongate it. No, I don't want you here, but see if you can adjust, see where your range of motion takes you, and then just a bit further, just a little bit. Deep breath, push it out, clasp behind, slide down your back, and lift tall. And now a good time also to see where that balance is, how your feet are feeling. At the same time, remember you're taking the shoulder blades and you're dropping them and squeezing them together. I'm just playing with my ankles, just letting them loose. Loosen them up. They're out of their shoes. Let them be happy. All right, go right from there, and I want you to slide it up. We're going to go into a reverse prayer. Great for opening up your chest. You may be here. It doesn't matter where you start. The idea is that you're going to work towards that flexibility. But you see I'm rounded forward. We don't want that. We want it to be squeezing Drop them and squeeze them, right? That's not helping. See what this does for your spine alignment? And then we align our head on top. The reason we have so much stress is, first of all, we bring our stress into our body, and then it sits so much in our neck and shoulders. And if you think about your neck, it's really a very small area to be holding this large head. And because we have become such a forward folding society, leaning forward on the phone, leaning forward on the computer, leaning forward on the fill in the blank, that our heads are out of alignment on our spine, which adds additional stress to your neck. Yeah. And we're like, your body is all connected. So if something over here is out of joint, chances are we're overcompensating here and all the things occur. Take that deep breath. You got to remember, one up, one down, wherever they meet in the middle. See if you can get your fingers to meet. I promise you over time and repetition that your range of motion will increase dramatically. You can always take a hand towel or a washcloth and hold on to the two ends. You can also take a yoga strap or a stretching strap. A million different ways you can choose to open that up. Deep breath. Let's feel that energy. Shake it up, move it up, twist it around, sing a song. I promise I won't sing for you. Definitely not my forte. So do let me know in the comments how your week has been, what came up for you, what thoughts you might have had, particular area of stretching you'd like to add a little bit more. I'm always switching it up, always love to hear your comments. So feel free to drop them. How about that deep breath? A little shoulder rotation just for the fun of it. Take them back. Bring them forward. Oh, my orchids. I'm getting new babies that are just popping out. I have so much fun to have orchids that are a variety of different colors, different types, species, and different sizes. So I'll have to give you guys a picture of that one day, show you what my garden looks, my little orchid garden looks like. So go ahead, sit back, and I want you to bend your knees, drop it down, and nestle into a nice stretch where you're going to feel your low back opening up. Obviously your quads are engaged. You want to just think about stacking up your ankles, your knees, pushing your weight to the outside of your feet into a nice stretch. Drop down that booty as far as you can. Push through. Let the gravity take you, and we're going to go right to the hamstring. So start straighten those legs. Drop your head. You can drop whatever you feel like. You want to take your hands down, your head down. The hamstrings run behind your legs, the back of the leg. Yes, we're stretching them out. Mine are nice and tight, as always. Let's take it right back into the squat, or the frog, or whatever it is. Feel free to name any of our moves that you want to. I never really got concerned about that. Oh, yes. And push through, drop. Feel that hamstring. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And breathe into it. Remember, we're Where our attention goes, our energy flows. So think about this big dragon and his fiery. You know, wherever his attention goes is where that is going to be activated. So as we're stretching, you want to think about feel into that muscle. Put your attention into that muscle. How are those hamstrings? Let's go all the way down on our hands and knees. You made it. I'm going to go at a slight angle. We're going to do the cat-cow. This is so good for our organs and in particularly our large and small intestine. So we're going to go ahead and take it through. Inhale. Exhale, look up. You're arching your back and you're looking up. Then exhale. You're pushing your belly button to your spine, pushing your spine to the ceiling, looking through your legs if you can. And we're up. Now in a minute we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up the tempo and we're going to breathe with it as we go quickly. It's a fun movement. It will definitely get your body feeling like it's all tuned up, okay? So yeah, you can use dragon breaths on that one. Yes, 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 yes. All right, right from there, we're going to go through our shoulder. Right arm is going to go down, across. Feel that spine. Up. Take a look. It's under. Bring it up. And one more. How are those shoulders doing? Spine rotation. All right, deep breath. Now we're going to go take the left under. Feel that spine open up. Going to take it all. See where this is going to go. Move. Feel how far that range can go. Maybe you are here, but see where you can take it. See where you can watch it expand and elongate. And up. We go. Go ahead and bring your right foot outside or open up. You can feel that whole hip. And we stay square. Stay square in your body. And let's switch sides. Just right outside the hand. Keeping everybody nice and square. You want to lean your body into it. You really open it up. As I always say, as you're stretching, subtle little adjustments can make all the difference. Everybody's body is different, responds differently. Actually, I've always said, and I will always say, meet your body where it's at, because you never know what level of flexibility it is in the moment. And since we're here, how about a child's pose? Nice way to just open it up and relax. Just relax, relax, relax. And put your palms down and out, which opens up your upper back. If you have a hard time breathing that way, you can put them here. Whatever works best. All right, today we're going to do the stag. You're going to bend your right knee, bring your left one back. So I want you to, when you lift tall right now, I want you to think about, so this is your, you'll think it is your non-working one, but you'll be working it. I want you to feel the hip flexor, which is right here, and your glutes, right? So then we're going to go down here. We're going to go to the right side. And just let the gravity take you down. You should be feeling all the way around your right hip. All of your muscles, I always call it the booty muscles. Now this side you're feeling here, and if you engage, right? Squeeze, release, feel that muscle. And the other side all the way around. And drop your head, just let the gravity open it. You know, the thing about muscles, if they sometimes take a bit to release and to relax. Sometimes we just need to breathe and all of a sudden they'll just open up. And go ahead, we're going to switch sides. So you want to think of lining it up, right? The hip flexor, the booty, activate. And then this you can put any place you want. Like I say, always adjust it a little bit to see where that stretch will be in your body. And of course we're breathing, focusing all the way around the booty. Perfect. Let's go ahead and swing our legs around and roll on down. Take a deep breath. Put your feet flat. Feel your hips just activate so they're really solid, right? Pushing your low back down and activate, activate. Couple of deep breaths. Try and relax your upper torso. And go ahead, put your knees together. We're going to open up into a butterfly. And as we do, I want you then to take your arms up and overhead. You can either leave them shoulder width apart, or you can clasp them. Whichever feels good for your range of motion. If you have a stiff shoulder, be sure that you don't aggravate it. You can even soften it here if you need to. I want you to think about pushing that low back into the floor, anchoring the hips. And then I just want you to see this beautiful feeling of lightness as you're just breathing. And then you exhale. Just kind of feel it frolicking. You just frolic with it a little bit. And think about that core now. Just activate it. You know, you can feel it. See what it does. Make it strong. It's where all of our movement comes from. This originates in our core. And our core is 4 layers. It goes all the way around. And it's something we often forget about. So I'm gonna challenge you this week, and you really have to think about it. When you go to sit down or stand up, don't use your hands. Think about activating the core first. And what you'll notice is that you activate the core, and then you'll feel your lower extremity muscles starting to activate. And the movement will be very different than when you push with your hand. We do it out of habit, not necessity. So start thinking about your core. That's this week's assignment, to think about that core and try to sit down and stand up without using your hands. And let me know how that works for you. I always say we should put a quarter in a jar for every time you don't do it. We probably have a couple full jars. Go ahead and sweep your arms back, down, and I want you to take your legs up. And we're going to be happy with our feet right now. We're just going to rotate and feel our legs and our feet. Feel that energy and that movement. Excellent. Then again, just work through them. Feel the energy. Let them be happy and free. I know this time of year, because I live in the Pacific Northwest and it's winter here. So needless to say, my feet are in shoes, boots all the time. So it's kind of fun to be able to just let the energy go. Let them play like kids, you know? Instead of just, okay. Now we're gonna do a little flex and point right there. Low back on the floor, upper torso, totally relaxed. You're feeling the back, you're feeling the hamstrings, the calves, the Achilles, front, your shins, to your ankles. Beautiful. So you've got to go check out the library, and it's the ABCs. I show you how to do the ABCs with your feet in the morning before you get out of bed. It's a great, great exercise. It's so invigorating. But check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, we're just going to put them down. The right foot goes on the left knee. We're going to drop and push. Are you breathing? Did I catch you? And don't let this left hip come up. You see how easy that is to do? Because you don't want to stress your lats. Very easy if you're moving the wrong way to pull your lats. And that's very uncomfortable. Take Take a deep breath. And let's switch it up. Switch a Ruby. Let's see that left side. My left side's always a little tighter than my right. Breathe. So I want us to come up just a little bit here. And we're going to go, I call them windshield wipers, you can call them whatever you want. But you want to make sure that you take the time to really push through and release. You can stay there in one spot for a little bit. This gets all of the joints and legs moving. So good for us. Your whole body. Keep moving. All right. Sit it on up. Sit it on up. I want you to go ahead and make it a nice wide second. Flexing those feet. If you lift your tall spine, lift your spine tall. Sit tall and lengthen. Flex your feet. You do not have to move forward very far to get a nice stretch in your adductor. And you can also put your hands behind you and lift and work on your spine alignment. But you're still getting a nice stretch in the adductors. Of course, you can go as far forward as you feel. You can lay your stomach on the floor. I was able to do that a number of years ago. And I'm still working getting back there. Yes, it's called the journey. It's what life is. It's the journey. It's how we move through it. And breathe. Drop the shoulders. Remember, drop the shoulder blades, squeeze them. So drop and squeeze. You want to do that when you're seated as well as when you're standing. Go ahead and we're going to do a nice diamond. I want you to open up the hips. Stay with a flat back. So be conscious of your core this week, and please work on intentional breathing. We'll do some breath work in a moment, but it's very important to be working on conscious breathing, bringing your awareness. You know, air's free. Fascinating, huh? Anyway, use it, breathe it. It's so good for releasing stress, for relaxation, and also there's a number of types of breathing that you can pep yourself up with too. I do breath work and I find it fascinating how we can use different inhale, exhale techniques to create different obvious effects within our humans, and it's marvelous. But we don't remember to breathe, or we breathe very shallow. You know, most of us, I think there was a statistic that said most people only use the top third of their lungs. I mean, we have them to use, so we might as well enjoy the full capacity of a breath, a full breath. Is that opening it up? Should be opening up your low back at the same time. And then if you want to drop your head down, just release that neck. Round that spine through. And go ahead, sit tall. Flexing the feet. So get comfortable, however that is for you, whether it's crossing your legs or not. And I prefer that you, actually when I do stuff, I often have a bolster or a pillow. And I can just lean forward, and that keeps my spine nice and aligned. A lot of people like to be against a wall so that they can have their spine aligned while they're doing breath work. Certainly you can do it lying down, but I encourage you to investigate and get curious about breath work. Have any questions, do let me know. So we're going to breathe very easy. We're going to just breathe like in a fluid motion, okay? It's going to be very fluid. We're not going to do any suspensions or holds. We're going to just inhale it through our nose and out through our mouth. All the way up. And then all the way out. Extend your belly as you inhale. And exhale. So I want the whole flow. Go ahead and close your eyes. Big bellies. Inhale through your nose. All the way up. Exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way down. Big bellies. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Inhale up. One more, bring it all the way up and bring it out at the top of your head. And then squeeze all the last bits out through your exhale. Come back to your normal breathing. How about a couple of shoulder rolls to release and relax? Opposite direction. Oh, thank you, thank you. If you liked this, please click the like button. If you want to be part of the community, I would invite you to subscribe. Please do share any of these videos with your friends. Encourage them to take time to breathe and stretch and have some, it's self-care. It really is. It's self-care in so many wonderful ways, and you get to take it into the world with you. I am Jina Beyond, the creator, founder, and the chief energy officer right here at Strength, Stretch and Shine, where we're all about flexibility, balance, and strength for our mind, our body, and our soul. We are all connected. I encourage you 10 minutes of stretching every day at the minimum. Do try your legs up the wall for 10 minutes. If you don't know what that's about, check out the library. You'll find it there. And then breathing, conscious breathing. Even if you just take a minute out throughout the day, a minute, and just think about breathing and feel it. Play with inhaling and exhaling and get your lung capacity really going. If you're having a challenge with deep breathing, you put your middle finger between your eyes and your other one in your belly button, right? Big dip, inhale, exhale. Do that 3 times and it just reconnects your energetic system that will enable you to breathe deeper. So more lung capacity, more breath, making your body function even more brilliantly. I trust you'll have a wonderful week. Remember, our word is resilient. May you be resilient in all things as you find joy in all things. And without further ado, give yourself a big hug. I love each and every one of you. And what do we say until next time? Be flexible and dance your way out the door. See you next time.